హాయ్ గైస్, వెల్కమ్ టు వెంకట్ విహారీ. ఈరోజు నేను చూపించబోయేది మన ఉరుగ్వేలో మనకు ఉన్నటువంటి ఇండియన్ హోటల్ ద టేస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. సో ఈ హోటల్ ఒక్కటే ఉన్న హోటళ్ళలో ద బెస్ట్ హోటల్. సో మన ఇండియన్ రెస్టారెంట్ స్టైల్ ఉన్న హోటల్ ఇది ఒక్కటే. సో ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి మనకు ఏమేమి ఫుడ్ లభిస్తుందో చూపిస్తాను మీకు. సో ఈరోజు మీకు మనకు ఇండియన్ ఈ హోటల్ యొక్క డీటెయిల్స్ అన్నీ కనుక్కుందామని వచ్చాను. సో ఫుడ్ ఎట్లా ప్రిపేర్, ఆయన ఎక్కడ తెచ్చుకుంటాడు, స్పైసీస్ కానీ, దాని మెటీరియల్ కానీ, గ్రాసరీస్ కానీ, దాని ఆ హోటల్ పర్మిషన్ కానీ, సో ఆ హోటల్ ఎట్లా పెట్టాలనిపించింది, ఆయనకు ఎందుకు పెట్టాలనిపించింది, సో ఆ హోటల్లో ఆయనకు ఎట్లా నడుస్తూ ఉంది, భవిష్యత్తు ఏంది, సో అట్లా కొన్ని విషయాలపైన ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఫ్యాక్ట్స్ మీద మనం అడగడం తెలుసుకుంటాం ఈ వీడియోలో. సో మీరు కూడా చూడండి. సో ఇంకా ఇక్కడ విషయం ఏంటంటే, మనము ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ హోటల్ వచ్చేసి జస్ట్ ఒక ఆర్డర్ ఇచ్చాము, కడాయి చికెన్ బటర్ నాన్ ఆర్డర్ ఇచ్చాము. సో అది ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాడు అతను ఓనరు. సో ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తానే కొంచెం మనం ఆ హోటల్ యొక్క విషయాలన్నీ తెలుసుకుందాం, అతనితో ఏమంటాడో చూద్దాం. సో అతని పేరు వచ్చేసి నవదీప్ సోలంకి. సో ఆయన ప్రాపర్ వచ్చేసి గుజరాతీ. సో ఇక్కడ 2011 నుంచి ఇక్కడ హోటల్ నడుపుతున్నాడు, ద టేస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. ఈరోజు వచ్చాం మేము చూద్దామని. చూడండి, మీరు కూడా చూడండి అని హోటల్ యొక్క విజువల్స్ కానీ, ఆయన ప్రిపేర్ చేసే విధానము, ఆయన మెన్యూ చూడండి ఇదంతా. సో ఆ మెనూ ఐటమ్స్, ఆయన మన ఇండియన్ గాడెస్ సరస్వతి దేవిని, సో అట్లా మన గాడ్స్ అంతా ఇక్కడ పెట్టేసుకున్నాడు అన్ని. ద టేస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియాలో ఆయన మీరు చూసినట్టయితే ఆయన సైన్లో చాలా వరకు అన్ని రిలేటెడ్, మన కల్చర్ రిలేటెడ్ థింగ్స్ అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి మనకి. సో మీరు గూగుల్లో చూస్తే కనిపిస్తుంది, ద ఉరుగ్వేలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఇండియన్ హోటల్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ వచ్చేది ద టేస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. సో ఉన్నది ఒకటే పొసిటోస్లో. సో మీరు కూడా ఒకసారి మీరు ఎట్లా చూడాలనుకుంటే చూడొచ్చు. మనం ఉరుగ్వేలో ఇండియన్ హోటల్స్ ఉన్నాయా అన్నప్పుడు మీకు ఈ వీడియోలో చూస్తే అన్ని విత్ మెనూతో సహా మీకు నేను వీడియో క్యాప్చర్ చేశాను. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం కాసేపట్లో ఆయన ఓనర్తో మాట్లాడదాం, నవదీప్ సోలంకి.
Preparing a butter chicken and a chicken masala. I just got an order that I am preparing right now with 2 naans that I just made it ready for them. It's an order from the delivery. Yeah, that's the most common option that people opt over here is Payasha. This is one of the applications. Rappi is another one. These are the 2 most common applications that people use for delivery.
Okay. So you are preparing for Indian style?
Not this particular order. It's not as spicy as we eat it in India. However, I just had an order before you guys came that was for a good spicy level.
Okay, for Indians you will add for more spicy if you want.
Yes, and there are in fact many locals also who ask me for
spicy
food. Yes.
Okay.
There are people who understand the level of spiciness that we eat in India. For example, someone asked me, there is one customer who regularly asks me for a level of spiciness that is equal to our Vindaloo.
Okay, so basically first we will come with the starting point. Mm-hmm. So when you started this hotel?
This particular shop I started 2.5 years ago, but the Taste of India started almost 6 years ago. The idea was to work over the weekends for the orders, and whenever people order, especially on request, when on WhatsApp or on Facebook, Instagram, okay, those were the services that we were giving options.
So first initially how you the business ran, because of here completely the language is different, right? So the food also completely different for the region. Yes. So here how the people are treated with your food?
People were very curious to know about the spiciness that it will have, and there was a little bit of fear also, because people were not really sure that whether it's going to be really spicy, it's going to be mild, adapted to the level that we have, and it should not also remove the authenticity of the food. Okay. So that was the main fear and the curiosity that people had. We made sure that we reduce the spiciness of the food, keeping the same amount of other spices that are not hot enough to give the same taste, which is not having enough amount of chili or any other pepper level of hotness.
Okay.
So that was the starting point. We tried to give the initial dishes that we kept, because we used to keep only. I used to operate it with a friend of mine. He went back to India in 2017. So we used to prepare the dishes that were little bit with the cream, like the butter chicken or the paneer butter masala, which reduces the spice level based on the cream that we add to it. Or we were making the food that was having a little bit of more tomato base, that was giving the spiciness to the food, as well as not making it super hot that people can try and enjoy the food.
Yeah, it looks yummy.
Yeah, that's right. So that was the main idea for starting the Taste of India, wherein people can try the food over here from the local community point of view.
Yeah, it's good. So how you got idea to maintain hotel here and all?
The initial plan was to just run over the weekends, and I always wanted to open a restaurant or any kind of food business, be it here in Uruguay, be it in India, or be it wherever I was, where the destiny would have taken. But when I came over here in 2011, I noticed that there are not many options of different culinaries from around the world. In fact, there were a couple of Mexican restaurants, there were a couple of Chinese, and that was pretty much it. Then we had only the regular local food that you might find in Uruguay even today. The classic food from parrillas or pizzas or pastas. So that was the idea when we started the business. The idea was from that option of giving more variety of food. Then eventually over the period of time, even I have noticed, my other colleagues, you guys would have noticed as well, that there were many different restaurants that came into picture. Like there is a lot of Japanese food, sushi is available a lot now, Chinese food is available, Mexicans are also available now. And then after working for a couple of years with the weekend project, I decided that okay, then my friend also went back with whom I started the business. He went back to India, and then I decided okay, I want to pursue this, and I'm going to place a particular shop which can be opened for people every day.
Yeah, first here the government need to get approval, right, for food and all.
That's right, yes.
So how you get approved?
For the approvals, you need to have your own particular shop or any kind of kitchen that is having an approval from the government. You need to get those paperwork done. There are multiple areas wherein you need to get the approvals from. One of them is the food department of Uruguay, and the other one is from the fire department, because you need to make sure that if there is any kind of hazard that need to be taken out of it. For example, there is a mandatory fire extinguisher that I need to put out there. This kind of extractor that I need to put, this is a mandatory one. There is an extractor which takes a heavy load that I need to put up there. There are other small
So some based on requirements we have to give that.
That's right. There is a checklist that you need to follow. You need to have a special garbage collector that you need to hire, because I cannot throw any of my garbage to the regular dustbin.
Okay.
Irrespective of even if it is
So
a small bag.
now all groceries and all. So based on that country required, you have to use, right? So no, you did not use for any other countries.
No, I need to, even if I am getting the spices from India, I need to declare them and I need to register them by paying the import duty. And they will do a verification of those spices. I have certain amount of those spices which I have already declared in the government over here, which I need to bring from India, because we don't get it, like kasuri methi for example, we don't get it over here.
Yeah.
We do get the fenugreek seeds, but the leaves are not available. So I have already done that, and so whenever the package comes, I need to make sure that it's the same brand that comes every time. To have the same approval process. If not, it's going to take a little while to get a new batch approved from the government.
Now how you feel running the hotel here?
I'm pretty comfortable. I'm pretty happy with what I have thought of. I have been achieving that, and like I mentioned, I was already having a dream of opening my own food business. Could be a restaurant from Indian point of view, could have been a coffee shop or anything like that. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. And as of now, I work with the deliveries. That's the main focus over here right now. And I put some tables in the summers.
So you are going for any camp, for food camp?
I do go for some camps, or we can say some events that are organized by the government. I usually go by the ones that are organized by the government. This year, unfortunately, are not going to be so easy or so often, based on the approvals that the government organizations are going to get. But there are some which we are planning to have, and they are going to open up. There was one last week for the Pride Parade, which was for the Diversity Month, the September. The last Friday of the September, the government celebrates the Diversity Month, and the last Friday of the month is celebrated with a huge parade that they organize from the government point of view. There they put out some stalls for many artisanal products, which are handicrafts, could be food items, could be any clothes or anything.
If anybody Indian try, just type in Google, so what is the Indian hotel, is the first name showing your hotel only. The Taste of India.
Yeah, we don't have much options over here, so the name also got a lot of thought process in it, because we wanted to keep it simple and also to give the entire idea of
that's what we thought, how we are maintaining that continuously, we are maintaining this hotel and all.
Right. We wanted to keep the name and the authenticity intact with that. That's why I'm not trying any kind of fusion food. There are many people who ask me for providing some fusion food. I don't want to go to that, keeping the same authenticity to it. If in future I want to open another branch or another variety of it, I would rather keep it away from the taste of India because I want to keep this as an authentic option.
Yeah, we went for Argentina, but Argentina we can find many hotels in India, Indian hotels.
Right. In fact, you will find more number of restaurants over there.
Yes.
But they are a little bit of fusion, which is the demand of the market, obviously.
Yeah.
So they would have adapted with that.
Yeah, finally, I have one question for you. So here, why the KFC are not allowed in the country?
What is not allowed? Sorry.
KFC.
Okay, there are two different reasons that I could think of based on my experience. One of them is that there is not much market for the chicken in Uruguay. People are more into the beef and lamb and pork. Chicken is available. There are some new shops that are opening now which are giving something similar to what KFC does. For example, Chicken Roasters is there, one of them in Positos here. There are a few other options that are providing. Chicken Wings is there. They are providing the similar kind of options as KFC. But KFC as a big brand, they are not trying to come over here because of the foreign investment as well. They need to find out some partners who are going to give them a certain number of investment from within the country, and KFC themselves, the main branch, is going to keep the percentage. There is some restrictions on that, and since KFC is going to be a foreign company just like Starbucks, which came only recently, McDonald's and Burger King and Subway were the only three international brands from the food point of view that were operating here for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
The other chains like Starbucks, for example, KFC or Pizza Hut or Domino's, they haven't penetrated into the market yet. Starbucks only recently.
Okay. So
But
do you
hopefully
have
they will come soon.
any other looking for business for opening? I mean, elaborating your hotels here?
From my point of view or in general?
No, for your point of view.
From my point of view, there would be some other options that will be coming up, not necessarily from India, but there are other cuisines that are expanding a lot. People are trying to open up their taste buds for trying different food, and the inflow of other foreigners is going to help it a lot. There are many Venezuelans, Dominicans, people from Cuba that have migrated a lot over here, and there are some other Europeans and US citizens also who are traveling over here for retirement or for a lot of tourism.
Yeah, you finally were representing the Indian food in the small country.
That's
So in
true.
South American part, it's very good.
Yes. We are a small community, so we need
A
to
very
live with
small
the
community. So I
expectations.
think 3.5 millions of people only there here.
That's true.
So you are representing Indian food, and so you are not working with pizzas and all. You are only working with all Indian items only.
Yeah, that's right. Want to keep it authentic and as close to the country as possible.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.